Hi guys. Oh, it's gone up my nose. Hey guys, I hope you're all well. So I've mentioned before about doing a perfume collection video slash like my top perfumes. I'm obsessed with perfume. I feel like I always have been. I've just always been the kind of person who's been obsessed with scent. I remember like the first two perfumes that I kind of noticed and that I feel like are quite nostalgic for me are Chanel No. 5, because my nan used to wear it all the time, and my mum used to always wear YSL. Oh no, what's it called? It's the first perfume that was marketed towards a woman buying her own perfume for herself, and it's quite it's weird because it's quite a feminist perfume, and my mum's pretty much like pretty heavy feminist, so yeah, that's like my childhood in perfume. But anyway, since I've been about 12, I've been buying my own perfumes and curating my own perfume collection and getting even more in tune with exactly what perfumes I like. It's been requested quite a lot over the last year or so actually, and when I've asked if you guys want to see it, you've said yes. So anyway, I'll get to it and I'll try not to make it too long. I have so many perfumes. I'm not gonna go through each one in this video because I'll be here for about an hour. So here, this is what sits in my kind of my office room, and it's just my go-to perfume tray, and the tray's from Zara Home, if anyone wondered. They're all the perfumes that are kind of my top ones. I all chose them out because they're the ones that I go to most of the time. And then also I've got 9 down here that are also favourites, but I keep them separately. It's basically a video of the best of my collection. Disclaimer, I'm really bad at explaining scents, and like I don't know all the notes off by heart and everything. So should I tell you guys, I really like scents that, some scents I like that are really popular and other people wear them and they're well-known scents, but most of the time I love wearing a scent that not everyone has and not everyone would know what it is, and it's quite an interesting, keeps you wanting to come back for more kind of smell. I'll go left to right, so I'll start with Jo Malone, Blue Agave and Cacao. This for me is more so a scent that I wear in the summer because it's very unusual. It's really hard to place how it smells. I have to be in the mood for this one because it can be a bit too sickly, even though it's not a vanilla-y, sickly, sweet scent. There's something about it that is quite intense. So if you want something quite unusual for summer, because a lot of people go for the same sort of summer fragrance, then check it out. Oh, I love this. This is Erin. I want to try even more Erin fragrances. This is Amber Musk. This is one of my all-time favorites out of my collection. Obviously there's notes of amber. It's just, I find it to be quite complex. Like it's quite girly, it's quite fresh, but it's also got a bit of mystery to it. So maybe I'll try and explain how I'm feeling or how I want to feel when I'll put them on, like this, each perfume on. So if I'm wearing this, it's going to be usually a sunny day. I'm feeling quite happy. I'm feeling quite like I want a teeny bit of sexiness in there. It's quite a happy scent, but I just love that the amber and the slight muskiness gives it a bit of an edge. Okay, next, Replica. I've talked about this in one of my videos not long ago. This is Beach Walk, and actually, I thought I'd show you two of my favourite Replica fragrances, because I might as well show them together. I also love By the Fireplace, but I've talked about that one already. But I have to mention Beach Walk again because it is such a nice holiday in the Mediterranean or the Caribbean scent. It's really good. Oh yeah. It's like an alternative to the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess kind of scent. It's a bit fresher than that, not as heavy. And then I also love Tea Escape, which is fragrance description, soothing green tea bubble. This I'll spray if I'm feeling like, if I just want something quite easy, quite go-to, still has something interesting to it. Nothing obnoxious, nothing in your face, nothing musky, very kind of day-to-day. Whereas that is a bit sweeter and a bit more to it. Ooh. I love this. Diptyque. I think it's only last year I realised how many amazing perfumes they have. I've got a few. Eau Rose is obviously a rosy scent. I really like rose fragrances, but I don't like kind of a really heavy musky rose. This is perfection as a rose scent. So I wear this. Oh, it's so nice. So I'll wear this when I'm feeling, okay, usually be a sunny day, and I'm feeling very light-hearted, very girly. I just want something easy that I'm not too fussed about it staying on my skin for a long time. This won't last for a long time on the skin. The other thing I like about this is the bottle is so big, it will last you so long, because it's not super cheap, but it would last forever. I love to layer this with other fragrances. Like if you layer this with something a bit muskier, it gives the muskier fragrance a lighter, you know, twist on it. Then we have Brado Blanche, which I got for Christmas. This one I went for first because I don't really have another fragrance like it, whereas I have a lot of musky, interesting fragrances. This is really different. More on days where I feel like I'm already repeating myself a lot, but when I want something fresh, nothing too in your face, I just, you know, like want to quickly get out the door, and I want a fragrance that will kind of match that no fuss look for that day. Also, I find that it's quite classy as well because it's not too much, and you know, with that, the whole kind of classy minimal look, it kind of goes like that scent wise. Chanel Coco, in love with the cocoa. It's not a far cry from Chanel No. 5, but again, it's another one that I love to have in my collection because I don't have one like it. It's just, I just think it's a classic. So when you're feeling very kind of put together, like dinner out, or feeling a bit more grown up, in a way I feel like it's nice because it invokes the whole fashion house. Like, you just feel very Chanel when you're wearing it. Like, whatever you're wearing, you can put this on and be like, oh, I'm so Chanel today. Or feel like it anyway. Kind of is a perfume in your collection that has its own whole story behind it. It's really hard to explain, but quite heady and quite strong, and it stays on your skin. What's the word when everyone can know what it is? You know what I mean? When everyone knows what something is, like they smell it and they know exactly, yeah. This is probably in the top 3 or so, or 2 of my whole perfume collection, and it's Tom Ford Noir. Oh my, I don't even know where to start. I've gone, you can always see how excited I get about this perfume because I always start going off on one. From the first time I smelt this in the store, I just had to have it. It's so amazing. It's so sexy. It's so, ooh. I wear this a lot. I wear this in the day a lot, in the night a lot. It's perfect for like a date night or something. It's just got, it's the kind of scent that like someone can walk past you wearing it and you'll like look around and be like, ooh, who's there? Quite complex. I love Tom Ford fragrances because they're very layered. If I were to put a perfume to the word sexy, it would be this. I also love the packaging, and they do a men's version of this as well. So if you wanted your other half to smell as sexy, then you could give him this. Like, if someone asked me what I smell like most of the time, I'd probably say this. YSL Black Opium. This I really like, and it's one that sometimes I feel like it's a bit too sweet for me, but sometimes it's too sweet for the mood that I'm in, if that makes any sense. I feel like this could work for a range of ages. I feel like you could wear this if you're about 16, you could wear it if you're in your 20s, or you could wear it if you're, you know, older. It's quite fun. It's very night out with your girls, like clubbing, or it could be another date night fragrance. I also wear this in the day a lot. With this, I love how it warms up on the skin over the course of the day. And because it loses the sweetness on me, I don't want to keep saying musky, that's all I keep saying. It's one that I go to a lot, and it's quite a versatile one. Like, I'm not very shy to wear deeper scents in the day, so if you're like me, you probably like this for the day as well. I don't mind wearing it even though loads of people wear it because it is just really good. Okay, Chanel Beige. Oh my god. Where do I start? I love this one so much. This is going to be hard to explain, the scent. Okay, so the woman that I kind of picture wearing this when I spray it, a woman in her late 20s, early 30s, very put together, very polished, maybe is like getting ready to be married, just wears very minimal makeup and is blonde for some reason. I was talking to a lovely girl at Chanel, and she was saying it's a perfume that lots of women wear on their wedding day, which kind of sold it to me a bit more as well. But for me, this is more of a daytime one. If I'm feeling quite dressed up and nice for that day, like meetings, easy to wear but beautiful to wear, then I go for Chanel Beige and go and give it a sniff. You'll love it. I bet you'll love it. Tell me if you don't love it. I bet you do. Okay, that's my kind of top perfume tray, and then now I've got some just down here that I've picked out, my other favourite ones that I go to. I have to mention Stella. This is quite a unique one as well, and this was all over YouTube like a few years ago or so. I remember like Lily Pebbles and Hey Claire talking about it a lot, and I was like, I have to have it. I usually wear it daytime when I kind of need to concentrate and I want to feel quite strong and quite womanly. Even though it's not as heavy as my other fragrances, but it is quite a strong woman. When it settles into the skin, it does linger on for a long time. You know, the person who I kind of think to be wearing this is like someone running around the city, is like very busy, very kind of important, doesn't take any shit. That's Stella. Then we got Molecule 01, Eccentric Molecules. I got this from Cult Beauty. I've only got the little one because this is something I definitely have to be in the mood for. It's one that loads of people love, and I can totally understand why people like it, but it is one that changes a lot on everyone's different skin chemistry. And I don't 100% love it on me, but I really like to layer with it. The interesting thing about this, which you probably know, is that it's supposed to kind of attract the opposite sex, I think, and be a bit of a, ooh, like who's that kind of thing. It has like sandalwood in it. I find it to be quite a serious smelling perfume. God, I can't smell anything anymore. It's more of a winter one for me as well. Yeah, it's quite sharp as well. My favorite more powdery fragrance, but it's kind of like quite a modern powdery smell, is Burberry Body. I've had this for ages, and it's one that I do have to be in the mood for. It's quite a day-to-day. I wouldn't really wear this at night. Very good. Oh, it's gone up my nose. It might be because it's Burberry and because obviously Rosie Huntington-Whiteley is the face of a lot of Burberry, but I kind of think of her as a person who I can imagine wearing this. Just someone very poised, polished. I really like the powderiness of this because I don't like a lot of powdery scents, and it can make scents smell like they're for kind of old people. This is one that I also don't smell on many people. It's not very overly talked about, but it's definitely a favourite. I've smelled a few Burberry fragrances, and this would definitely be my favourite. Also, you get a lot in there. I really liked the packaging of this. It's very different, and it just sits, it just looks like a jewel. It's really pretty, but it also like lasts on my skin for quite a while, and it's quite distinctive. Yeah, if I was to smell this on someone, I definitely know what it is. The last fragrance that I want to talk about is Miss Dior. You're all gonna hate me because I'm gonna keep saying girly all the time, but if I want to smell like a classic girly girl, and this is obviously worn by a lot of people, but is like Chanel, it's really nice to have in your collection. It's very distinctive. The bottle is super cute. I love it. But yeah, this is one that I used to wear a lot more a few years ago, and then since I discovered more of deeper, really interesting scents, I've strayed away from it a little bit, but I have to mention it as a favourite because it's a classic. I won't get rid of it in my collection. I feel like I'll always want it in my collection. It's also a great one if you're a bit younger and you want to start getting into fragrances and like the Dior's and the YSL fragrances and things like that. It's just a very delightful scent. If I was to match a word to it, I'd say it's delightful. And that's it for my kind of top fragrances, and I apologise for my rubbish explanation of scents. It's really hard when you don't know like all the notes and everything. But I love watching perfume videos, and I love knowing what other people's favourite perfumes are because I'm always on the hunt for new perfumes because I'm just a hoarder. So yeah, I hope this gave you some ideas for ones to try out or just go and have a sniff. I will see you soon, and thank you for watching. Have a lovely day or night, and yeah. Bye. I smell of like 10 different perfumes now. What was that? How? There you go.